Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology. Today, my name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share some daily astrology. Today is Tuesday, March 14, 2023. And as you can see, there's a lot going on right now. Primarily, what I want to talk to you about today is the fact that Mars culminates its challenge here to Neptune today. So Mars has been square to Neptune a little while, and it's going to be square to Neptune for a little while, but today and tomorrow, the next couple days, are going to be the most powerful feeling time of that square. So this can be a transit of some difficulty because Mars, our personal planet for courage, directness, spark, drive, taking initiative, that personal power we have to get moving, meets that lack of clarity of Neptune. That's really more about the dream, the fantasy, the idealization of things, right? And that's going to make us a little bit, it can make us a little bit suspicious or paranoid. It can make us a little bit worried about the motivations of others. It's a little bit of a confusing vibe for direct Mars to get into this diffuse situation with this diffuse and challenging situation with Neptune. Okay, so if you notice yourself, feeling suspicious of other people, feeling, as though you don't trust the situation you're in, it's okay to ask questions to clarify, for one thing. And it's also okay to just sort of back off and take some time to yourself to sort of process how you feel that way, why you feel that way, and whether or not you feel that people are actually being dishonest with you, right? And then on the other hand, if that's not the case, it can just feel like, you're trying to make progress. That's what Mars does. And you're walking into the ocean because that's what Neptune is like. And so you're sort of walking forward against the tide. Say the tide is very strong, and so it's hard to make progress. It's hard to move your feet when you're in water. And the more of your body you get in the water, the slower you go going forward. And then if the tide is against you, it can be really difficult to make progress. The advice then is, if you want to make progress still, you step to the side and you keep stepping to the side till you find a place in the tide where it is not such a strong pushback, right? And this is like just in regular life. It's not just walking into the ocean. It's when you go out into the world right now. If you get a lot of resistance, if you get a lot of pushback, if you find you're getting yourself meeting all red lights or just getting stopped by distractions and other ideas and, other people's plans or other people's actions, like sort of messing up your direct idea about how things should go, then you sort of step to the side and you try to find a different approach, right? And if that's not working, again, it's okay to pull back. It's okay to spend some time alone. It's okay to regroup and think about your motivations. Think about, how this is feeling for you and how you might resolve that. Dropping things on the floor here. That's just beautiful. But I just want you to, to notice if you're feeling frustrated or if you're feeling suspicious that a situation is, that you're not making progress in a situation, then, it might be time to try a different approach or even back up and completely reconsider your approach. And that's going to be a little bit exacerbated tomorrow. That's going to be a little bit more powerful of a feeling tomorrow because the sun is going to be conjunct here to Neptune. They're right next to each other right now. Sun and Neptune will make their full conjunction. They'll be in the same place in the sky from our perspective, and that brightens their effect. It puts them sort of under pressure together. It causes them to commingle. And what is the sun? It's who we are in the outer life, where we show up at work or in the social and civic sphere. Whereas again, Neptune is about our dream, our fantasy, our idealization of things. And so it can be a little bit difficult at that time to sort of parse out what is my dream, fantasy or idealization from that of the people around me. Okay, those vibes are kind of universal at that time. And so it's easy to pick up on somebody else's mood, feeling, especially emotional or intuitive cues. And so it can be hard to like know what is mine and what is theirs. So that's something that we need to pay attention to. And then, that sun conjunct to Neptune really intensifies that Neptune vibe of dream, of unreality or fantasy or idealization of things, so that it's like the tide gets stronger that we're pushing against, right? So tomorrow, actually today, tomorrow, the next day might be really good days to sort of lay low and interact with others, on a let's say small doses basis, right? Make what little progress we think we can make, be happy with a little bit of progress, and then come back and regroup and plan, right? And then also coming up on Thursday, a whole bunch of stuff is going to happen on Thursday. So I'm going to come out with another video again very quickly here. But I just want to let you know that, like, if you're feeling a lot of changes, if you're seeing a lot of changes, if you're feeling a lot of uncertainty about the future or even what's going on right now, you wouldn't be alone. There are a lot of changes that we're going through as our personal planets sort of blunder through the really slow pace of our outer planets. Those outer planets, they don't move very far. They don't go they don't go as fast. And so, our personal planets, the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, they'll make this transit every year or so all the way around, just as the moon does every month. But, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter, North Node, Uranus, these are all very slow moving points in the sky. And so our rapid moving points are just sort of moving through them, making these conjunctions, having these powerful moments and feelings, and giving us these challenges that are coming up as well. So be prepared to feel challenged. Be prepared to feel stopped. Be prepared to feel like you're in a traffic jam or, not making progress against a headwind. Okay. And be prepared to either, step to the side and make a different approach, or, maybe just bring it back to the home space, bring it back to your, yourself and what that you can do to make progress at this time without having to worry about what other people are doing. Right? Okay, so that's the astrology for today. I appreciate you being here. The sun is also square to the moon here, and that's giving us that nice third quarter moon. This is the time when we shift out of the mode of like planning to get rid of things, planning to let go of stuff that no longer works for us, and into the mode of actively letting go of stuff that no longer works for us, pushing it out the door, pushing it out of our psyche, doing the sort of the internal and external spring cleaning, especially now as the spring is actually approaching in just about a week. And speaking of in just about a week, Tuesday the 21st, which is actually the day after spring equinox is here, will be our new moon. And that'll be the time to sort of reset, come back into the present moment, and as we shift gears from letting go to creating again. Okay, I think that's what I've got to say about it today, friends. I will be back with you here probably again tomorrow or the next day. And I appreciate you so much for tuning in. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow or sometime soon on Astrology Today.